Peace, fam. How are you? Hope you guys are well. Check this out. I'm not going to do my wrap up. I'm tired. It's been a long week. And then when I do decide to do it, I'm going to sit down and write about it because this whole election is just, I don't know. I don't know what to say yet. I really don't. Um, but what I wanted to put out here real quick, right, is I want people to be mindful, right? I want people to be mindful because, like, teasing white people, right? In this moment where this racism is at an all-time high, right? To me, it seemed like the quiet before the storm, right? And then people must understand that the enemy always study its prey before it attacks. And I say that because just because we're somewhere safe and secure, we also got to think about our brothers and sisters who are in these rural areas that may be vulnerable around these race soldiers and demons. Okay, so I wanted to put that out there because I see a lot of it, especially on social media. And then also the immigrant cocoons is at it again. I see them, they posting them flags and they brag. See, come on, I think these people got them with the big head, but see, when it's all said and done, right? They can only do that on the internet. They cannot come in our communities anymore and practice that immigrant uh, hate the black American type of behavior and still be in our neighborhoods. It's not going to happen, right? Because what they don't realize is like we have already left the plantation and put it in our minds that we're going to build amongst ourselves, amongst each other, as we should be, just like every other group who comes here, and separate themselves from us. We're going to do no different than that. So I wanted to give y'all the heads up on the cooning with the immigrants and they back to it. Well, and then another thing, like, we're gonna these people don't realize what's going on here is Adults is not on, foundational black Americans B1s. We're not really on a platform to be judged like that. These people uh has put themselves in the seat of judgment. And you still got the claiming the count is funny. And this is my thing. A lot of adults B1 and foundational black Americans, we did not go to the polls, right? So we don't want people to get that twisted and confused because we did not want to vote against our conscience in this election. And then I'm looking at people like, oh, you didn't vote? Listen, I voted for Obama twice. I even voted for pedophilia Hillary. I've been in this game with politics since Wu, right? And Mondale. So nobody's going to really make me feel bad about sitting back and holding my vote when we're out here in a time where everybody should be awoke on how they've been playing us this whole time. And it's reparations time. It's time for atonement. And there's no getting around there. Black Authority have went over Biden's contract. And once again, he's trying to group us all in with these immigrants, people of color, Indians, and all this other shit. We're not going for that. Cuba already gave them the contract, and that's only a down payment for what they owe us. And then you did have some coons that went out there. Well, a lot of them, African American, because we're going to call them the African Americans because they're not us in the mindset, right? Not yet. Because, see, they got to be dragged all over the plantation and beat 50,000 times with the whip. You know what I mean? For them to get the big picture. But it is what it is. But what I'm saying, a lot of them, right? See, this election came with consequences. Let's put it that way. They're out here, but I feel as though like the HBCUs and all these boulets and people like that who were cheering on and voting for them, they're gonna find white supremacists, wherever they're at. A civil war is a civil war, and the civil war that's going on is really not so much the hate for black people. You understand? It's the hate for this. This is liberal versus Confederate shit. We ain't got shit to do with it. Just don't come fucking with us. We really don't care, right? And we want that to be known, right? Yeah, I just wanted to get that. I don't want to hold this long. I'm already at 5 minutes, but I find right now, be careful in your travels. We're living in some dangerous times, and people sitting here, they laughing and shucking and jiving and thinking this is a game. Like when you went to that poll and voted, for these two top cops and slave masters, it came with a consequence that a lot of people, my thing is, while they was passing out donuts at them voting booths, they should have been passing out guns to black people. They put all these black people like pawns on the chessboard to be out here getting shot, murdered, and killed by these race soldiers who's going to be very angry because right now they're back counting votes. Right? And then it's just, I know it's a lie, 10 million, Biden got 10 million more votes than Obama got in his election. Show and prove. You got to show and prove that to us. We want to see these numbers. Then they got people that was dead, would be 118 years old, who voted. Really? There's just a lot of weird stuff going on with this election. I know they wanted it bad, but like I said, this thing right here came with a consequence that a lot of people, I just don't think are actually physically or mentally prepared for. But for my peeps, we know better. We knew what was going to take place here, right? But I just want you to make sure when you go out, be safe in your travels. Don't travel alone. Don't go too far away from home. Remember, we're still... And another thing, I'm in Delaware, so I'm just waiting to see our numbers with this COVID around about next week, because it's going to be a lot of sick people. You know how many people was here last night? It was... Wilmington was off the chain last night. Not one race soldier in sight. However, like I said, I just think it's the quiet before the storm. It's too quiet. And one, I think they're waiting to see if they're going to recount those ballots and officially say that Biden, well, you could say Obama, but Biden won. You know what I mean? Without any actual proof. Then you have people at the voting booth with Biden masks on. How you suppose you should be nonpartisan? You should not be for any team. You should be like a juror that doesn't have any information about either party or is neutral, right? You should not be at a voting booth counting votes with a Biden mask on your face. All of this was weird. I'm just going to be honest. Yeah, Trump got a lot of rhetoric with him. I don't care about either one of them. However, the way this thing is going, it's real suspect, right? And these race soldiers is not going to play about it. I'm just telling you, right? So I want us to be safe, be careful. Keep your vibrations high, you guys. Tomorrow, once I get some time tomorrow, I'll sit down and I'll get to writing, and then I most definitely will give you my thoughts on the current situation, because there's a lot of stuff going on, as above and below, right? So we'll get to that point as well. With that being said, keep your vibrations high, you guys, and I'm out. Peace.